to, I guess this would be our drinking show, or
Is it After Dark?
Yes, 80s Allies After Dark.
After Dark.
For when you want to relax.
It sounds far more perverse than it actually is.
It really, really is. All we're doing right now is we have decided that because our audience tends to be of the older generation, if you will,
Sure.
then they like to drink. Well, if you like to drink, then this show's for you, because today, boy howdy, we're coming up with something you probably shouldn't, and that is...
Romulan Ale.
I don't know how Romulan Ale became the first thing that we thought of to make a drink out of.
Well, I can tell you that.
Oh,
so this
course.
drink, and this particular version of it, has been a source of many, many drunken nights for some friends of mine and I, and it has caused many a problems at many a conventions. This lives up to its name. Now, for those of you who are familiar with Romulan Ale and familiar with the Star Trek franchise, you will know that Romulan Ale is outlawed in the Federation due to its strength, and it creates problems and everything else. When I originally was looking up recipes for this thing, they didn't seem all that strong. So I fixed them. And it now lives up to its deadly reputation, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to have it here on the show. Now, I should preface this by saying that please, 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 please drink responsibly.
Yes,
Don't do what we're about to do.
The reason why we're doing what we're doing right now is we are in a safe location.
Yes.
Neither one of us are driving anywhere. And, just looking at it, I mean, we've got blue toilet water and 2 flavors of paint thinner.
Pretty much.
Okay, well then,
This is not, I will tell you, this is not the most appetizing of drinks as far as I'm concerned. I have friends that swear by this. It is not my favorite thing in the world. But I'm going to make it the way that they like to drink it at conventions, which is straight, no mixer.
There's only one way to do this.
Nah, it's just to do it, unfortunately.
To do it.
So what we're going to do is I'm going to take this...
We should make mention that neither Jim nor I are Star Trek fans.
Well, I shouldn't say that I'm not a Star Trek fan. I was never a fan of the original series. By the way, I do have clean hands here. Pay no attention to this. I was never a fan of the original series. But by the time when Next Gen came out, I didn't necessarily watch it when it was in its first run. Mm-hmm. But I had friends that introduced me to it later on, and I did get into it. I'm a Captain Picard guy.
I have a love-hate relationship with Star Trek. And that is, whenever it was on, my father made sure that it was on in the house.
Oh.
Yes.
You were kind of forced to watch it.
Yes.
Well, much like you were forced to watch that, you're going to be forced to drink this.
Oh,
we are going to start...
I'm reliving my childhood.
I know, and I apologize in advance. I'm actually going to stand to do this because it's a little easier for me. We're going to start with 2 ounces. Yes, you heard that correctly. Of 100 proof vodka. Yes.
Not for nothing. Now I understand this is a Romulan drink.
Right.
But the Russians are borderline Klingon, or at least that's how we were meant.
Sort of meant to take it. Yes.
So why are we putting Klingon fluids in a Romulan drink?
Well, you know.
Okay.
So anyway, then we're going to come behind this, and we're going to bring in 2 ounces
of toilet water
of Blue Curacao. Now, for those of you who are not
Blue Curacao, that's a different franchise altogether.
Not Curacao. Now, for those of you unfamiliar with that, it's basically triple sec, only with blue food dye in it. And now we're going to finally come behind that with an ounce of rum.
So, for all of you keeping score at home, that's 2 ounces of the Nikolai Volkov.
Sure.
Russian vodka.
Yes. Now we're gonna.
What is it?
Now we're gonna shake it.
Was that 2 ounces of the toilet water?
Well, it's yes, it's 2, 2, and 1. So you basically have 5 ounces of straight booze in this thing.
Because, everybody needs to... Oh, look at that.
And look at that. That beautiful that beautiful Windex neon blue,
Windex.
neon blue color.
Probably tastes like Windex.
There it is. That is Romulan Ale. Now, I will say this. You are to serve it up. You'll notice there was never any ice in Star Trek. You never saw it, so it would be served like this with no ice in the glass. The original drink does call for you to then fill the glass with some sort of lemon lime soda, such as Sprite, 7-Up, what have you. For whatever reason,
the ice is breaking.
Yes, the ice is being killed by what's left of the alcohol in there. For whatever reason, my friends like it without the mixer. This is the way they drink it at conventions. It probably explains why there's been blue vomit in an elevator. Not my fault. I simply like the way. So anyway, you already have a glass of this.
Yes.
There's no getting out of it.
I always, for some reason, feel the need to drink all my drinks out of this wonderful stein I acquired when I was with the Red Lion Academy. Now I'm with the Blue Lion Academy. And now my insides are going to turn... Oh, good gravy.
We're going to hate ourselves in about 2 seconds.
Yes.
Here.
So, cheers to you and my potential death. You know, it's not as hateful as I thought it was going to be.
It isn't, and I will tell you what happens. You know, there's a lot of sugar in both the Blue Curacao and, of course, in the rum, and it does cut through the strength of the vodka, and that is actually the dangerous part of this drink. Remember what I said earlier, drink responsibly. And you all right there? I could light your breath on fire right now.
Probably. You know what? I don't. Let me have some more.
Are you really gonna have?
Yeah.
You're gonna drink more of this?
You know what? Are you good with yours?
Well, I was fine, but I guess I'll have a little more.
You know, that's a man's drink right there.
It is.
You know, just go ahead.
What are you doing?
Just go ahead and do that.
Oh, that's not a good idea.
All right. So for the '80s Allies, that's Jim. I'm Larry, and we'll see you real soon. Boy, you know what? This is a pretty good drink. Oh.
You're not gonna. Oh no. Oh, there's no good coming of this.
Romulan Ale! Romulan Ale! You're short. You're supposed to...